Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and I actually bit my tongue, so it's kind of annoying to talk. But anyway, thought I would give you a quick overview of the DVD room, because I've sort of done some rearranging in here. I have... I'll see if I can do this in a proper way. Okay. First up, I've emptied the David Fincher shelf, so that's why this area is totally empty and vacant. And the David Fincher stuff, I decided to move over here. So the Fincher collection has finally gotten its own sort of display shelf. Well, I guess you've, seen most of these items, but basically here got some of my various 7 releases. Got the 7 Laserdisc, Fight Club soundtrack. Then over here we got some of the other movies, like Panic Room, Fight Club, Social Network, and this is actually the only release I have of Benjamin Button. It's actually a DVD screener. Not really sure to whom this was sent, but it's a screening copy disc. So it's kind of rare, to say the least. More Fincher stuff here, and most of this has been reviewed as usual. But anyway, I'm trying to remember what I used to have here. What the fuck was this? Oh yeah, this was the Terminator shelf. I've actually moved the Terminator stuff over here and actually cramped it into this little shelf. So here we just have the Endoskull DVD player. Always gotta do that to prove a point. Then we have some various Terminator editions. The Moto Terminator and the Terminator Salvation Head. I decided to put those up on the top shelf there. No, wait, I didn't. I just put the head there. The Salvation box it is somewhere else over here. Yeah. And the Collector screen-used Bear Trap and the Steelbook there used to be together with the Saw box set, which I used to have at a shelf down here. But now I've turned this entire section into a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shelf, and it doesn't actually stop there. I've actually turned this entire shelf almost into a Texas Chainsaw Massacre tribute. But I'm actually gonna do a rundown of this because it's such a special project, so I'm gonna do that in a separate video. You might recall that this actually used to be the so-called blood shelf, and I've actually moved that. That is still intact, by the way. I've just moved that around and put it over in this shelf. It's pretty much the same as it was before, just moved a bit of stuff around. And let's see, this used to be the Stanley Kubrick section. This is getting so confusing. I moved all the Stanley Kubrick stuff is now over here in a much smaller shelf, but I think it worked out pretty well anyway. This big fucking box set for Clockwork Orange always fucks stuff up because it's just so obtrusive and hard to display without, using one of these major shelves for it. So yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. Then below it here we got a bunch of all these Betamax tapes that I picked up at a flea market, plus some other sort of retro-esque looking releases, some heart boxes and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, maybe down here will just be like a randomized retro collection of betas and... Thought I was gonna sneeze, and then I didn't, and then I did. So as you remember, I used to have some more Texas Chainsaw Massacre editions over here actually, but now I've turned this into a Quentin Tarantino section, which used to be down here. So fuck, I just sneezed again. Maybe I'm allergic to DVDs. Here's sort of a new thing that I did, which is my little Frank Darabont collection. I don't have a lot, but I really wanted to display this, which is my latest purchase, and this is a authentic Benson's Candy tin box. It's a vintage candy box, and this is exactly the same make and model of box that was used in the film, in the big climax scene towards the end of the movie. If you've seen it, you know what this is all about, and if you haven't seen it, you just pause this fucking video and go see the Shawshank Redemption, because it's It's just a brilliantly awesome film that will live on forever. I can't imagine otherwise. Beneath it we got the J.J. Abrams stuff here with the Lost Season 5 Dharma kit, Super 8, Cloverfield, etc. Used to have that where the Terminator stuff is, but now it's over here. And yeah, most of the other shelves you've probably seen. I did move the Usual Suspects shelf, which used to be here where the Frank Darabont stuff is. I moved this down here, so now I have this here. It's still a bit of a display. Oh yeah, but one of the main things. Notice what I did with my laser discs here. I actually have those stacked in the center aisle here. I would have loved to have one of these slim shelves in the center too, because as you can tell, I have these shelves all around the room, and they sort of break off. First you have a slim one, then you have a broad one, then now you have a slim one, and so on. So I really wanted to keep that feel going, but it was impossible to use regular IKEA Billy shelves because they don't match. I only have 120 centimeters for those 3 shelves. IKEA only makes 40 or 60 or 80. So there was no 30 shelf, so I couldn't keep one of these in the center. They just wouldn't work. But then I realized that I could actually take one of these 40 centimeter shelves and turn it into like a big version of these corner or slim display shelves. So yeah, that's sort of what I was going for, and I think it worked out pretty well. Looks pretty fucking awesome to me, so yeah. But the second thing I did here, I was at some store. I can hardly remember what it was. Oh yeah, it's called Åhléns. Åhléns. How the fuck do you say it? Oh god, I'm losing my native tongue. That is so weird. Was at this store? Doesn't really matter what the name was. And I noticed that they had like a sellout on these odd acrylic stands, which I have here. So they were half price, and I bought 3 of them. So I got 1 for each shelf, apart from the last one. I really wanted to get 4, but they only had 3 left because it was like a blowout sale, half price. They were sort of, taking away that part of the inventory for some reason. And the idea is that I will be able to, buy more laser discs and just stack them up. But they will still keep from falling out now that I have the stands here. I've sort of made like a temporary solution where I've basically just stacked various boxes behind to sort of, just to fill up. Because, I don't have that many laser discs, so I just put in various boxes behind here. Just show you quickly what the stand looked like. So yeah, just a very, very simple acrylic stand. These are actually like centimeter, it's like millimeter precision even. As you can tell, they're just exactly as long as they should be for this shelf. So yeah, that is just really great. I mean, they could have been wider. I could have gone all the way, I suppose, but I mean, if I wanted to, I could actually purchase another and put them side by side, because they actually fit in 2 side by side, but they are still kind of expensive. I paid roughly like 6 or 7 euro a piece for these, and that's half price of what they were originally selling them for. I checked online. They're from a company called Muji, and they have like an international store. I think the price online was also like 6 or 7 euro, but the shipping cost was just very high. It would have cost more to order from that store online than to, buy them at full price at the store where I did buy them. I don't know, I might go back just to buy 1 more stand to sort of complete the setup, because I don't really need more than the 4 stands, but that way I can keep, 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of laser discs. So I think I'm gonna do that eventually. But yeah, that's it for this little video. Really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like the new setup I got going here. Thank you very much for watching, and as usual, hope to see you all next time.